and Gary V up in the office. Do-rag flapping, walking through corporate. Talks about ownership and leverage. 1,800 checks and shot out the beverage.
Are. They're build shops.
Yeah, totally. This is kind of strategic.
Yeah, to me, like, this is out.
Yep.
For me, just because I feel like I've really gone there mentally. Yep. Like, I think once, like, to me, I have to put myself in the best position to succeed. If I don't think of myself an investor, if I just read the tea leaves of society and deploy, I'll win. At the end of the day, from my perspective, the world I live in, small little world, this is a table that is completely naive to where the consumer's attention actually lives. I think about, agencies that are doing 1 to 5 million and what we can do for them versus what they can do for themselves independent. Yeah. It's a 1 + 1 = 11.
Yeah, totally agree.
Okay, I'll let D-Rock take the fall.
You like that BSU?
I do like that.
Cool. How's Romania?
Hi Q.
Yep.
With on call with Phil.
Then Andy.
Then Andy.
Then Phil.
Then Phil.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. Sounds good. How are you? Good to see you.
Jeff and Alan and Mark.
Yeah.
All of them have been like, we kind of need to get together as a crew.
Okay. How are you, man?
Good, man.
It's really interesting. You guys were talking. I just had a guy by the name of Eric Kastner in my office. Eric Kastner was my first developer at Wine Library. And it was so emotional, like for me, even like 7 years, day in, day out like this. I didn't travel back then. And then I haven't talked to him for 6 or 7 years. And I reached out to him the other day, random, and said, hey, I want you to come and be my personal developer for my chatbot, for my Alexa skills, for all the stuff that I want to go on the tech offense, because I got everything on the content down, but I don't have that tech partner right now. Hip hop really taught me that. Hip hop, I'm 41, and I was really into hip hop. And when I was in high school, hip hop was really hardcore. You gotta be a gangster. Like guys, as you guys know, made up their backstories to make it seem like they came from tougher places, because you couldn't be accepted the way you can now if you grew up in a, I always think about 8 Mile, the last scene, right? Clarence's parents, But it's interesting, when it changed, in like after Pac and Biggie got killed and people were like, fuck, like let's talk more about like, and it was happening a little bit before. When it got into champagne and it got into like, polo shirts and like umbrellas, Bentley, right? Like when it got into a different thing, what it was like, oh my God, all those kids thought that was cool. And then I'll never forget it, when I saw Lil Wayne start caring about skateboarding, I was like, okay, something very weird's about to happen, because yeah, and you've seen it, right? Like it's just in a totally different place. And now entrepreneurs hold that pedestal, which I think is great. And I think a lot of you agree, right? Now the key is to teach kids patience, long game, self-awareness, doing it the right way. Some kid sent me an email yesterday and he said, you've changed my life because I grew up in a really shitty neighborhood and everybody taught me that hard work was for suckers. And it really hit me. I read it like 4 times last night. And he's like, hard work was frowned upon, that you had to find your way for the short move, the quick score, the angle, that you were good if you did that. And it's really like, already I'm like trying to manifest it in my content. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out what that means. And so, anyway, that's the answer. That's a very long-winded answer to like, you know what? I can sit here and talk philosophy all I want, but I'd rather do. That's why entrepreneurship can save this thing, because it's real hard to become Jerry Rice or Lil Wayne, like real hard. Like there's only so many slots, but you can make $97,000 a year with your small little jam business or SaaS business. Like it's there. It's the long tail of ROI of building your business is so much longer. And that's why I'm excited that entrepreneurship is winning culturally, because a lot more kids are gonna build $100,000 a year life for themselves than, because it's feast or famine in athletics and hip hop, right?